Some of the aspects about really awesome architecture, building a real hassle. Actually, it makes it awesome. Like everything we get to do is cool, and the more cool the architecture, the more cool the structure of the building. Right now, I'm sitting in a corner with a big old door here and a big old door here, and no means of support up above me. In fact, all of the support for this two big doors right here is over on that wall and over on this wall. Now, how do I know that? Well, I worked with a structural engineer to figure this out. But what was really cool is that the doors right here come to a blind corner, meaning that when you open them up, there's nothing in the way of you walking in and out of the house. And part of phase 2 of this project is to take this big wall right here and push it back 20 feet and makes a really cool outdoor patio right here. But how do we get this exterior detail where we have essentially two walls in a corner and no support? Well, it all starts above our heads. And in fact, we see that we have a giant steel beam right here. And this steel beam cantilevers from that post right there all the way over here. And it supports this big wood beam that goes from that corner all the way to the outside, which is our eave. And so that steel structure and that wood structure combine to make it so that this structure never moves. Because what happens is if we have any deflection, any bending of the wood in this corner, it will pinch the door. And we obviously can't have that happen. So we come back to the steel and we see that the steel beam has actually two big posts. This post functions as the fulcrum, like a teeter-totter for the beam above it. And this supports all of the vertical load, meaning all the structure down. And that structure sits on this giant steel plate right here with these two big bolts right here and then several more bolts here. And this wall takes so much force, we had to take and add 3 additional feet of concrete below the existing stem wall. Take all of these bolts and carry them down into there so that this didn't move. Now, this fulcrum takes the vertical load. This post over here takes the tension load. If that beam deflects down, this would have to elongate, meaning it would have to get longer. And we've kept that from happening through this really strong welded connection above here. So this whole thing, this frame, not only functions as a shear wall, it functions as the structure that allows that corner to not move at all. And in fact, the structural engineering of this was so great, we required all new structural foundation and all new steel just to make this happen. This is going to be extraordinary space. And when phase 2 opens this whole thing up, it's going to be even more spectacular. If you're interested in learning more about building science, hit subscribe as we show you how to build a better way.